Hi, I'm Lena. Thank you for joining me for this short practice. We're going to spend it really resting on our back throughout. So again, this could be a nice one first thing in the morning, or maybe it's a nice practice to finish your day, or maybe it's part of a longer practice. Whichever way, I invite you to spin yourself around now and bring yourself down to the ground slowly. Elbows down to the ground, good. And then start extending the legs away from you. And maybe come into Shavasana, quick Shavasana. So legs slightly wider, palms facing up towards the sky. And closing your eyes. We're starting, as always, with our body scan. So I invite you to tune into your body here now. Just letting the breath flow in and out naturally. And just expanding your awareness throughout your body. Maybe bringing your awareness to your toes and your feet. Noticing your legs. Bringing your awareness to your hips and to your glutes. Noticing your lower back, and your mid back and upper back. Attention to the shoulders. Bringing attention to your arms and all the way down into your hands and fingertips. And bringing your attention to your belly and to your chest. And bringing your attention to your throat and to your head. Good, and then you can either keep the eyes closed if that feels good, or you can gently blink them open. The choice is yours. We're doing a bit of belly breathing now, so I invite you to place your right hand over your belly. If it feels nicer, you can place both hands on your belly, but just gently let them rest there. And then as you're breathing, I want you to breathe into your hands now, so really doming that belly. And as you exhale, feeling the one hand or the two hands that you've got there gently sinking into your belly. So stay with your breath here, breathing in and out into your belly. Noticing how the breath expands. And that kind of deflating feeling almost. So staying with your breath in and out of your belly. Making the breaths long and slow. And then very slowly letting go of guiding the breath, bringing your hands back down by the side of the body. Maybe wriggling the hands closer now, wriggling the legs slightly closer. Good. If you feel like a little stretch, feel free to extend the arms over the head and to stretch here for breath. Or just staying in that reclined position, good. So hands down by the side of the body, palms are facing down now, legs are close together, heels are touching. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them, the choice is really yours here. With your next inhale, I invite you to breathe your right leg up to about 40 degrees with your toes pointing away from you. Good, and then we're going to start drawing 3 really slow circles in one direction, 3 in the other. So maybe you visualize that big circle or smaller one depending on the range of movement in your hips, with your foot staying connected to the breath, keeping the breath slow and steady. When you've done 3 in one direction, you change direction and we're circling 3 times in the other direction. Make them slow, don't rush them. Good. And then coming back to center, still leg in 45 degrees. With the next inhale, breathing that leg up as close as you can to 90 degrees. So just lifting it up. If you're somewhere here, that's fine. If your hamstrings are going, no, no, no. So just breathe it high. If it feels really hard, if you slow it down to hold it, you can always bring the hands up and just hold the back of the thigh a bit. But ideally, I'd like you to breathe it just up off its own accord, up towards the sky, staying with your breath. Maybe there's a shake. Maybe you can see I'm slightly shaking. All is good. Nice. And then with your next exhale, I invite you to bend that right knee, bring it into your chest. Bring your hands up, meeting the knee, and then gently maybe interlacing the fingers and pulling the knee into your chest. Staying, noticing your breath, how the breath now has to flow slightly differently, that we're restricting one side of the belly. And then again, very slow movements. I invite you to take 3 circles with your right ankles, like drawing a circle with your right foot. Good. And 3 circles in the other direction with the right foot. Nice. Coming back to center. Inhale to prepare. With your next exhale, I want you to breathe your nose up towards your knee. Maybe you're touching, maybe you're not. Not a big deal, but I want you to stay here. Keeping the breath steady. Extending the left leg away from you. Not cramping up, not crunching. But just sort of good engagement. If you're lower down, no problem, wherever you are. And then very slowly and with control, with your next inhale, we're breathing ourselves back down to the ground, head lands softly. Releasing the fingers now. Left hand holds onto the right knee, and then the right arm extends out to the side. With the exhale, I invite you to come into a twist. So pulling that right knee to the left side of your body, letting it land. Good. And taking your gaze over to the right hand. Try to keep your right shoulder grounded, or at least really reaching down towards the ground. Staying in that twist. And then allowing your breath to settle you in, maybe to allow you to melt a little bit deeper. So send the breath to all the areas that feel tight here. Staying. Good. And then when you're ready with your next inhale, breathing yourself back up to center. Right hand comes up again to meet the right knee, and we're gently pulling it into the chest again. Good. Going back the way we came. So that means with your next exhale, bringing your nose up towards your knee again, crunching in. Not staying for as long this time. So with the next inhale, resting your head back down to the ground again. Releasing the hands, bringing them down by the side of the body, palms facing down. And then with the inhale, extend that right leg up towards the sky, 90 degrees, or just gently pulling it towards you. Inhale to prepare, and then for the duration of the exhale, lowering that right leg slowly, slowly, slowly down to the ground, allowing it to land really softly. Good. Just stay for a breath or two. Feeling into the difference between the right side of your body now and the left side. And then we'll balance it out. So with your next inhale, make sure you're in a good position again, hands by the side of the body, legs together. Inhale, slowly breathing that left leg up, toes pointed to 40 degrees or 45. When you've got your position, very slowly start drawing circles in one direction first, making it 3, one way. Imagine you can see that circle that you're drawing. And like I said, that can be smaller ones too. When you've done 3 in one direction, changing. 3 circles the other way. Slow and controlled. Good. When you're back at your starting point at 40 degrees, then with your next inhale, bringing that leg up as close as you can to 90 without straining too much. Again, reminder, you can bring the hand up to hold onto the thigh if this is super intense and you're somewhere down here. Or see if you can just breathe it up, smile into it. Go, yeah, I'm doing this. One more breath. And then with your next exhale, bending into that left knee, hands come up to meet the knee, interlace the fingers, and gently start guiding the left knee into your chest, extending the right leg away from you. 3 circles in one direction with that left ankle, so rotating slowly into that left ankle. And then change direction, 3 circles in the other direction. Good, coming back to center. Inhale to prepare, and with your next exhale, I invite you to bring the nose towards your knees, so crunching yourself in, extending the right leg away from you. Breathing here. Just noticing where you're coming to. And again, noticing the restriction in the belly, how the breath has to find a different path now. And then with your next inhale, slowly resting that right hand, the whole head, not just the right head, back down to the ground again. Good. Changing grip again. So releasing the fingers, right hand holds on to the left knee, left arm extends out to the side, and then on your exhale, coming back into that twist, left knee drops to the right side, and your gaze goes over to the left hand again, making sure that the left shoulder is either reaching towards the ground or still connected to the ground. So don't let it go, or maybe don't come as deep if you can't bring it down to the ground. Guiding your breath again into all the spaces that feel tight here. Allowing for that twist to just unfold. One more breath. And then coming back again, inhale, bringing yourself back up to center. Left hand comes up to meet that left knee. Pulling the knee gently into your chest again, finding the length in the spine. And then with the exhale, bringing nose towards your knee once again, crunching in, not staying for as long, reaching the right leg away from you. And with the inhale, resting your head back down to the ground again. Inhale, release the hands, drop them down by the side, palms face down. And then breathe left leg up towards the sky. Again, trying to pull it as close to you as you can. Right leg extended, left leg extended. Breathing here. Staying with the breath. Good, and when you're ready, again, duration of the whole exhale. Slowly, slowly exhale. Bringing that leg, left leg back down to the ground. Whee! All the way down, landing it softly. Good. Again, setting yourself up nice and long. Maybe close the eyes and just tune in how you feel and what's going on. Good. If your eyes are closed again, invitation to gently blink them open. And we're going to lift both legs now. So with your next inhale, breathing both legs up towards the sky. Go slow. You might feel a wobble and a shakiness here until you bring them all the way up, pointing up towards the sky. Try to pull the legs closer towards you. Inhale to reach. Exhale to stay. Good. Inhale one more time, reaching those toes up towards you, really, legs closer towards you. And then with the exhale, bending the knees, bringing your arms up to meet. You can now really cross over, left hand holds onto the right shin, right hand holds onto the left shin. And staying here for a breath or two, called Apanasana, wind relieving pose. Good. We're going to crunch in again. So inhale to prepare. With the exhale, bring your nose towards your knees. Good. Either stay here. If you want to go deeper, then the right hand holds onto the outside edge of the left foot, and the left hand crosses over to the outside edge of the right foot, crunching yourself in here. So you're pulling yourself into a tiny little ball here, really. Again, pay attention to where the breath is flowing, what's happening. Good. And maybe it's quite nice tuning into that feeling of hugging yourself. Maybe you find some nice words for this amazing body of yours. Maybe a little, "You're so amazing." Good. And then when you're ready, releasing the hands. And with the inhale, coming back down with the head to the ground again. Good. Exhale, hands are released down by the side. Nice. Palms facing towards the ground. Inhale, breathe those legs up towards the sky again. With the exhale, pull the legs closer towards you. Inhale to prepare. Now with the exhale, I want you to bring your legs, both of them, into about a 40-degree angle. Nice. And then we're going to stay here. So try to keep any tension out of the lower back. You can probably hear that my voice is now sounding funny. I'm definitely shaking here. I want you to find a smile on your lips. I want you to stay here for another breath. Keeping your legs extended, noticing the tension in your belly. And then with the exhale, slowly lowering your heels down to the ground. Wow, well done. There's probably a nice warmth that's extending from your belly at the moment. Beautiful. With your next inhale, bend your knees and then bring the heels closer towards your bottom. Maybe you can even reach them with your fingertips. Maybe gazing up quickly just to check that your knees are hip width apart. Hands are still down by the side of the body, palms facing the ground. With your next inhale, I invite you to tuck your tailbone and just lifting that up so you're imprinting your lower back on the ground. And then with the exhale, breathing yourself back into that natural arch. We're going to do that twice more. So inhale, tilting the tailbone, feel the imprint of the lower back on the ground. And then with the exhale, just releasing back into that natural arch. And this time, as we inhale, tilting the tailbone up, lower back is imprinted on the ground. Keep the movement going, vertebra for vertebra. Roll yourself up into a bridge pose. Maybe you feel like wriggling the shoulder blades slightly closer together and staying here. If staying here is really intense for you, then you can always exhale to come down. And inhale to breathe back up again. If you're still hanging out up here with me, then stay. You can wriggle shoulders even closer. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, palms come together too. And then you're reaching your hands towards your heels and your heels towards your hands. Breathing, push gently with the back of the head into the ground. And staying in our Setu Bandhasan and our shoulder bridge. One more breath here. Good. And then releasing the hands, keeping your hips still up. See if you can come onto your tippy toes, elbows underneath, bringing your hands underneath your bottom now. So you're really lifting up here. If this is too much for you, then you just come down. And then I invite you to breathe first. One leg up towards the sky, and then the other one coming into our supported shoulder stand. It's kind of a supported shoulder stand. Reaching the toes up towards the sky. Staying here for breath. Quite intense on the arms, I know. So if it's too much at any point, you could always bend the knees and bring them towards your forehead. If you want to readjust the hands as well, you can do that. Changing your grip over slightly and then maybe coming back into that position. Staying here for another breath. And back of the head gently pushing into the ground. Nice. And then with your next exhale, I invite you to bend the knees, bring them towards your forehead. Good. Hands come down again by the side of the body, palms face the ground. Inhale to prepare, and then with the exhale, you can maybe extend the legs behind you and then just roll yourself back down to the ground. vertebra by vertebra. Whee, all the way down. Good. The legs land as well. Heels again behind your buttock, and then bringing the soles of the feet together and letting the knees drop out to the side. Beautiful. You can now place your right hand onto your belly and your left hand onto your heart. And just breathing into the body. Maybe eyes are closed. If you feel like it's really intense and your knees don't really want to open up, your hips are sort of holding on, then you can for breath if you want to, or maybe even two. With the inhales, pushing the soles of the feet together, squeezing your glutes, lifting your bottom off the ground just a little bit. And then with the exhale, placing it back down again. That might just open the hips a little bit more. If you want to, you can do that again. Inhaling, soles of the feet push together, squeeze the glutes, lifting your hips. And then with the exhale, placing them back down again, and maybe noticing the release in your inner thighs. Staying with your breath and noticing this time how the breath flows first into that right hand on your belly. Expands that left hand on your chest. How it fills your throat. And then it reverses again. You're letting the air just flow back out again. Breathe with me a few more times like this. Inhaling into the belly, into the chest, into the throat. And exhale, let it go. So it doesn't need to be interrupted. It's just like one big wave coming in. So inhaling into the belly, chest as well, into the throat. And exhale, let it go. Stay with that wave-like motion of your breath. A few more. Make this your last one. And letting go of the breath control. And then I invite you to bring your hands slowly down to your legs. With your hands closing your knees back together. Good. If you want to, you can squeeze yourself into a little ball again or extend the legs out already. Your choice. If you squeezed into a ball, come to resting down again, and then legs wider, toes dropping out to the side, arms away from the body, palms facing up towards the sky. Eyes are closed. And we're coming into Shavasana here, a short one. So I invite you here to bring your attention down into your toes. Breathing into your toes. Feeling a sense of relaxation that's slowly spreading from the tips of your toes into the soles of your feet. Feel the relaxation traveling up into your legs, into your knees, into your thighs, into your glutes and into your hips. Feel the relaxation expanding through the lower back, traveling up your back, vertebra by vertebra. Feel the relaxation in your shoulder blades. Feel it expanding through your shoulders, into your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, and into your hands. Feel the relaxation deep within your belly. And then allow the relaxation to spread through the belly, through the internal organs, into your chest, into your throat, and from there into your head. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your tongue, relaxing all of the facial muscles. Notice how the whole body is completely relaxed now. The whole body is completely relaxed. Your whole body is completely relaxed. Turning your gaze gently to the eyebrow center, and allowing the eyes to relax there. And then maybe you notice your breath effortlessly flowing in and out of your body. Whenever you feel thoughts pushing their way into your mind, just come back to your breath. Follow its flow in and out. And very slowly, I invite you to bring the attention back to your body, resting on the ground. And bringing gentle movement back into your fingertips, into your toes. Maybe taking a moment to breathe your arms over your head, giving yourself a big stretch on the floor, resting. Good. And then when you're ready, I invite you to turn yourself to your right hand side, coming into a fetal position, maybe hands supporting your head. Stay here for a moment. And then when you're ready, with your hands by the side, push yourself up slowly, slowly into a seated position. Make it really slow, keeping the eyes either closed or your gaze down towards the ground. Beautiful. Hands can come to your knees, index finger and thumb connected, lengthen the spine. Maybe eyes still closed. It's just a moment. Good. And then I invite you to bring the hands together at the heart center. Extend the hands, rubbing your palms together really vigorously here. And when they're nice and warm, placing them over your eyes. And gently blinking your eyes open. And taking your hands down to the heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this short practice. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye.